A look at the performance of the local currency this year shows that it has not enjoyed a good run throughout the year. It started the year 2022 strongly selling at 6 cedis to a dollar. By mid-year, it was trading at 7 cedis 23 pesos to a dollar on the interbank market, whilst on the retail market, the cedi began the year trading at 6 cedis 49 pesos to a dollar. By the end of June, it was trading at 8 cedis 14 pesos to a dollar. The effect of COVID-19 on international financial markets, plus the downgrades of the Ghanaian economy by international ratings agencies, amongst others, have weighed heavily on the cedi. Fast forward on Monday, October 24, 2022, the local currency depreciated further to sell at 15 cedis 35 pesos to $1 on the retail market and 12 cedis 53 pesos to a dollar on the interbank market. This raised concerns amongst Ghanaians, pushing the managers of the economy to take some drastic actions. Surprisingly, the Ghana cedi regained some strength against the US dollar on October 25, 2022 on the retail market, following weeks of consecutive free fall. The renewed strength has been continuous at least for this week. Presently, the cedi is going for 13 cedis 8 pesos to a dollar on the retail market. It is selling at 15 cedis 10 pesos and 13 cedis 10 pesos to the pound and euro respectively. On the interbank market, it is selling for 13 cedis to a dollar. It is selling at 15 cedis 6 pesos and 13 cedis to the pound and euro respectively. Currently, data shows that the cedi has appreciated by 0.33% against the dollar on the retail market and depreciated by 3.67% to the dollar on the interbank market. Some economists have been speaking to Citi News on what is accounting for the local cedi's regained strength.
The dollar is not a commodity. Let me put it that way. It has its own demand force and then supply force. And being a commodity, it thrives on information. I mean, we're looking at information from the management. If information tickles down frequently and give the market some assurance, you will see some stability. So if you look at the past 3 days or something, you can see some stability. Why? Because we've seen the governor meeting, Bank of Ghana, the Bank of Ghana governor meeting the banks. We've seen a cabinet meeting. We've seen these are all the economic management team are also meeting, and then we are expecting some COCO syndicated loans which has been made public. Effectively, give some assurance, to the market, and by so doing, the market tones down. But why was it jumping the week before? Because the information wasn't forthcoming.
We started this week at 15 cedis. And I think by midweek, we were about 15 cedis 70 pesos. But if you remember, the Bank of Ghana met the MDs of the commercial banks, plus the leaders of the forex bureaus on Tuesday. The conversation was largely around the cedi, how to arrest it. And I think earlier that day also, there was news that I think the previous Friday, there was news that Ghana had made progress in negotiations with the IMF, and they are looking forward to an estimation in a few weeks' time to conclude on some of the things, essentially, which will feed into the 2023 budget. Now, the combination of these issues, plus the fact that the first tranche of the COCO syndication is coming in, and it was supposed to have come in yesterday, I haven't confirmed if that really happened. $790 million in total. So liquidity levels have improved with that inflow, and the sentiment seems to suggest that there could be some agreement with the IMF soon. And then it looks like the Bank of Ghana is also trying to pull the plugs on their side, on the regulation side, and sanitizing the market. I think the combination of these issues is explaining why the cedi started appreciating from midweek.
But should the cedi appreciate significantly against the dollar by the end of the year? Economist with JCB Capital, Courage Boti, is unsure if the trend will continue. He, however, notes that the performance will be sustained as government continues to engage with stakeholders and continues to introduce strategies from the monetary and fiscal sides to stem the rapid fall of the cedi.
It is still a very fluid and indeterminate situation, really. A lot is happening. IMF negotiations will play a big role. Yes, the COCO loans are coming in, but I think I told you a few weeks ago that really, even if you release that whole 1.13 billion on the market, it could be consumed in 3 weeks, and then we'll be testing for more, really. So it's not the solution. It's about how we now assure the market at least of some sense of stability in the near term while we roll out reforms, really. as things stand, there is still no clarity. People are still speculating about potential debt restructuring. It will determine whether there will still be sell-offs and the pressure on the market, really. And so I think a lot depends on the info from the Ministry of Finance, from the presidency, and from negotiations with IMF in this few weeks and days ahead, really, to determine what the sentiment of the market will be. Until then, it will be a wild guess to be putting a figure on where we are ending the year.